What's happening, TikTok? It's been a few days. Been been kind of been kind of down a little bit. Still going through a lot of medical issues that unfortunately I just have to deal with. But it is what it is. But anyway, I been kind of reflecting on life. The universe is infinite as far as we know. Um, and my personal belief is that life is infinite. Uh, we have a minuscule existence here, which we take way too seriously. Um, I realized yesterday that it's too easy to get caught up in the daily bullshit, the politics, uh, the religious back and forth, uh, the social nightmare that we live in. People worry too much about the wrong goddamn thing, minding other people's business instead of minding their own. It's crazy. And I was thinking about this a lot lately because we you look around and you turn on the TV, you turn on the radio, and it's always either bad news or disasters, or conflicts being spoken about. And it's about damn time, I think, at least for myself, I finally awakened to the fact that in the whole grand scheme of things, none of that shit fucking matters. Whatever God you pray to, whatever politician you want to devote your life to, uh, no matter what material things you want to buy and own for yourself, none of that shit matters because none of the stuff we can take with us when we leave here, and nobody is gonna fucking remember us too long after we're gone, other than close family and close friends. They're gonna miss us for a little while, but eventually they're not either. So what's it all for? What's it all about? Why do we spend so much time while we're here bugging out about bullshit that we can't really control? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I'm concerned a lot with, you know, my daily living, and such. But a lot of that shit is out of my hands. What I can control is what I do every day once I wake up, what I focus on, uh, how I respond to things around me. I have 100% control of that. I don't have any control over what anybody else does or what anybody else says. And if it doesn't affect me directly, I just don't care anymore. I really don't. Um, we have to make the best of this short existence we have here. And whatever the best of this means to each and every one of us individually. Because whatever the best is for you may not necessarily be the best for me. And there's a lot of things that I see, uh, things that I have seen in my lifetime that I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. I wouldn't do that though. You know what I mean? But guess what? I don't care if you do it. If that's what you want to do, then do it. As long as you're not hurting me and those that I care about, I don't give a fuck. Seriously. I don't care what kind of lifestyle you lead, what God you pray to. I don't care about anything whatsoever that you do with your life as long as it doesn't directly affect me. And I say this a lot to my religious friends. I got some friends that are deep in the Christian religion. I have some friends that are deeply into the Jewish religion, deeply Muslim, and they're my friends. They believe what they believe. But what makes them my friends is, one, I choose for them to be friends of mine, and they choose me to be friends of theirs. But also, they don't push their thoughts and beliefs on me, and I don't push mine on them. And we get along just fine. No problems whatsoever. But every time you turn on the news, you turn on the television, and you see these people out here protesting, oh my God, the trans people are taking over and they're forcing it down our throats. No, the fuck they're not. The gay people are forcing their lifestyles down our throats with the rainbow flags and this, that. No, the fuck they're not. Just live your life. You don't like the gay lifestyle? Guess what? Don't be gay. You don't like the trans lifestyle? Don't be trans. Just be you. And let everyone else be who they are. And let people live their lives the way that they choose. Nobody's forcing anything on you. Just because you see it on television or you see it in the movies, they're not forcing you to accept that or to be that. If you don't like it, don't participate. Plain and simple. So, and that goes for politics as well. You don't like the politics, you got two choices. Either get involved and work to change the politics, or don't get involved. Just don't give a fuck if it's not affecting you. Plain and simple. It's that simple. Someone asked me just yesterday, Ken, how come you don't like Donald Trump? He's doing such a great job as president. In my opinion, no, the fuck he's not. And secondly, I don't like Donald Trump not because of his politics. That's one thing I don't like about him. But I don't like Donald Trump because I grew up in the New York, New Jersey area, and I've been an eyewitness to the bullshit he's done to the community. All you Midwesterners and Southerners and West Coasters and Northerners, who didn't grow up experiencing what the Trump organization, and the Kushners for that matter. The Kushners are big slumlords up in the New York, New Jersey area. You don't know what they've done to our communities up there when I was growing up. And then you don't understand the fact that he has never lived your life. He has never lived your lifestyle. He has never had to experience the things that us day-to-day average folks have to deal with. But yet he's out here taking our tax dollars, and this is why I protest him all the time, because he's spending our tax dollars to line his and his family's pockets. He's no great businessman. I've seen the businesses that he's bankrupted, not just the 6 casinos that he bankrupted himself, but all of the mom and pops, the contractors and the small businesses around the New York, New Jersey area that went out of business because of Donald Trump and his grifting ways, not paying contractors, suing everybody, the minute someone wants to hold him accountable for his criminal activities. I've seen that. I grew up witnessing that. This is why I don't like Donald Trump. On top of his fucked up politics, because he's using the American people and the American government to hold on to power and gain more riches and wealth for him and his family. I don't understand why a lot of you people can't see that. But back to my subject. Life is infinite. The universe is infinite. And we are such a minuscule part of the universe and all that it beholds. You know what I mean? We're tiny. We're tiny. But we're also important because as it stands right now, as far as we know, we're alone in this universe. We have not yet found one iota of evidence that there is anywhere else in our universe with anything or anyone living. Everything that we know of exists right here on this little blue globe, hurtling through space. To what end? Because it's going to end eventually. This is going to come to an end eventually. This earth is not going to exist one day. And what's next? We're never going to find out because we're never going to be able to reach any place else. That's just a fact. We are here on this blue globe, this little blue marble, and this is the only place we're ever going to know intimately. And we need to make the best of this existence while we're here. Because the 60 to 70 or so years that we exist, for some that are fortunate enough to live a little bit longer, this is it. This is it. Do you understand that everyone who could possibly ever exist will never be born? Most of the people who could ever exist will never even be born. So we are very fortunate. We are fortunate to have been able to live, and we're going to be fortunate to be able to die, because most people never will experience that. Most people who could will never experience life at all. They estimate that there's been about 300 billion people who have ever lived to date. But the number of people that could live, if there were enough time, is so far beyond that number that it's basically incalculable. And they're never going to get the chance to exist, at least not here on Earth. So don't spend your short time here stressing out and worrying about bullshit that's beyond your control. Just don't do it. Just live life. Enjoy life. Enjoy the life you have. Enjoy those around you. Because whether we like it or not, we're all here in this together. And like I said, I don't care what you do for yourself. I don't care what lifestyle you live. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, green, or red. I don't care if you're gay, straight, trans, non-binary, or whatever the fuck you call yourself. That's you. Be you. Be you 100%. Be proud. All of the bullshit that we go through. I'm African. I'm African American. I'm Polish. I'm this. I'm that. Fuck all that. We're all people. We're all humans. We all feel the same things. We all think about the same things. We all need the same things to exist. We need food, water. You know what I'm saying? We all want things to make our lives comfortable, absolutely. So I'm not saying don't go for whatever it is that makes you feel good. Go for it. But don't step on somebody else to get to what you want for yourself. Don't inhibit somebody else from achieving what they want to achieve for themselves. You don't have to do that. There is plenty in this world for everyone in it. Unfortunately, we got a few motherfuckers in this world that feel like they gotta control everything. They want to control it all. They want to tell everybody else how to use it. They want to tell everybody what to use, what to have. They want to tell everybody how they should feel about this, that, or the other. Fuck all that. I'm done with that bullshit. Do what you like. Do what you feel is good for you. Just don't try to force that on anybody else. And if somebody else is doing something you don't like, guess what? You don't have to participate. If women want to have abortions, let them have abortions. What's that got to do with you? That's such a big issue nowadays. Oh my God, we got to stop these women from aborting these babies. Okay. So we do. Now what? Who's going to take care of all these babies that are forced into this world? Because they don't ask to come here. And unfortunately, people aren't going to stop fucking. They're not going to stop making babies. So are you going to take care of them? Are you going to invite them all into your home? Probably not. Are you going to feed them? Are you going to clothe them? Probably not. And now I'm speaking primarily to the conservatives, to the Republicans, because it's y'all that want to ban abortions. Me personally, I don't like abortions. I don't think abortions are cool, but guess what? I don't have any business telling anybody else what to do with themselves and their bodies. And I'm definitely not taking on somebody else's kid to take care of myself. I'm taking care of my own. In fact, all my kids are grown. I'm helping to raise my grandbabies now. And that I do gladly because they're my grandbabies. But I'm not going to tell the woman down the street, yo, don't you dare go get an abortion. You better have that baby. I'm not taking care of that baby. I'm not taking that baby into my household. And I'm not telling anybody else to take that baby into their household either. Does that make me evil? No. What really cracks me up is when people say God created these little babies for this, that, and and we shouldn't be murdering babies. We're not murdering anything. If anything, it's God's fault because God created all of this shit. Have you ever asked God that question? God, why did you create this world? I love it when religious people come at me and be like, well, God gave man free will. But God is all knowing, right? Isn't your Christian God? He knows it all before it even happens, right? So he knew that all of this bullshit was going to happen, correct? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't God know before he created all of this shit that it was going to go left real fast? Did he not see what was going to happen? So why doesn't your God take responsibility for what he created? I heard a very, very interesting discussion yesterday. A guy on his stream said, why can't God kill the devil? Why can't he just blank the devil out? He created the devil, right? In fact, what wasn't the devil his very first angel that he created? His brightest shining star? Didn't God know before he created him that he was going to be who he is? I'm just asking the question. I mean, it would seem to me that if he's all knowing and all powerful, he should have known before that I'm about to create this cat here and he's going to be real fucked up. He's going to go left. He's going to disobey me. He's going to defy me, and he's just going to ruin the whole world. God should have known that if he's all knowing, but yet he created him anyway. But then I thought too, the devil, he only wanted to be just like God. And isn't that what every father wants for their sons? Doesn't every father want their sons to be just like them or better? So when the so-called devil decides, hey, I want to be just like my father, his father kicked him out of heaven, cast him down to earth, and banished him to hell. According to your Bible, right? According to your belief, right? I'm just asking the questions, y'all. Like I said before, I don't care what you believe. I don't care who you pray to or how. I'm just asking the question, though, because you bring this to my doorstep saying I need to know Jesus and I need to do this and do that and I need to repent for this and repent for that. But I got questions first. I mean, if I'm going to do all that, I'm not jumping into anything without asking questions. Am I supposed to just jump in blindly and just take your word for it? Or take the word of somebody that I've never seen nor heard from? Is that how it works? I'm just supposed to go along with it? They crack me up. Oh, you just have to have faith. Really? Really? People have been having faith for centuries. Faith ain't saving nobody. You got so many people. You got literally billions of people in this world. There's about 8 billion of us, going on 9. But there are billions of us in this world suffering horribly. Millions upon millions that are praying to God, their gods, every freaking day for salvation and deliverance. And they are suffering horribly. Why are all these gods allowing this to happen? If they're so powerful and they're so loving, why are they letting this world progress the way that it is progressing? And even according to your religious text, God has destroyed this world a few times, trying to clean out the evil, trying to, eradicate, the evil and pestilence. And yet, for some reason, it keeps coming back like cancer. Maybe your God ain't as powerful as you think he is. I'm just asking questions, y'all. If you don't like what I'm asking, no, then hey, guess what? Check out another channel. This is my channel here, so I'm gonna ask these questions. I'm gonna ask them every day because I found that when I gave all that bullshit up, my life got infinitely better. When I didn't have all the stress of trying to satisfy this organization or that organization or this religious group or that group, I just decided I'm going to live for me. I'm going to do what I do for me. I'm not going to step on anybody else's toes. I'm not going to prevent anybody else from doing whatever it is that they want to do, as long as you're not trying to hurt me. Life is so simple. And a lot of you are probably right. God did give us free will, right? He gave us the free will to mind our own fucking business. Plain and simple. Just mind your business. The politics, get involved if you don't like them. Get involved. The politics do affect us all, directly and indirectly, because the politics is what's creating the environment for us all to function in. This is why I fight so hard against people like Donald Trump, who are leading our government to damnation. Because all Donald Trump cares about is himself and his billionaire compadres that are going to support his bullshit. They don't care about you and me and us average Joes out here trying to make ends meet, trying to make sure we can feed our kids. He doesn't. He does not give a fuck. He wants you to bow down to him. This is why he loves all these other strong men around the world, like Vladimir Putin and the guy he was with the other day from the Hungarian president. I can't even remember that fucker's name. And North Korea, Kim Jong-un, and I can't even say China's president, because China's actually way ahead of us in technology, and providing, some amazing things for their population. Even though, they got some labor camps and shit. They're fucked up in that respect. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So I guess he's fucked up too, But China's been around quite a bit longer than the United States. So their people haven't revolted yet. So obviously they're enjoying something. You know what I mean? But America, make America great again? I still don't understand that, especially for these black conservatives that are going hard for MAGA. I came across this young black conservative dude. He's 23 years old. What's his name? C.J. Pearson, I believe his name is. This kid is lost. He is lost. Look him up, y'all. I actually sent a message this morning to Dean Withers. I said, Dean, you need to debate this kid. know, y'all about the same age. He is far right MAGA conservative, and I think he would make a great debate for you. So, Dean Withers, if you happen to come across this, go debate that kid. I would love to watch that. I'd pay money to watch that debate. C.J. Pearson, I believe. C.J. Pearson. Look him up, y'all. He is one lost black child. But again, to each his own. He believes what he believes, and he is certainly entitled to, but guess what? I'm entitled to disagree with what he believes. And on the political spectrum, I'm going to speak my mind. Plain and simple. So, anyway, I say all that to say this. Enjoy your life. Do what makes you feel good. You don't have to live to try to impress anybody. I don't live to impress anyone. I definitely try to inspire people. Because life can be way simpler than what we make it. Because it's truly us that make life complicated. With all the isms, you know, and the ists and all the other bullshit, you know, that we throw out there to impose our desires on others. I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. Let people live your life. Let people live theirs. Let people be who they be. You know what I'm saying? And even the ones close to you, even the ones you love, if you truly love them, you're going to let them be who they are. You know what I mean? You don't have to like what anybody's doing, but at least love the world. Love everyone. You know, give your love to anybody who wants it. You don't have to like what they're doing, you know. But we got to love each other. That's one thing I think we all have to do. We got to love each other, whether we like them or not. And if you're being honest, you got plenty of people in your life already that you love them to death, but you don't like what those motherfuckers do. Plain and simple. We don't get to choose our family, so be there for your family regardless. We don't pick our family, but we do pick who we call friends. And if you got friends in your life that are getting on your goddamn nerves, guess what? You picked them. That's real. That's real. I don't believe in the gray area in between anything. It's either left or right. In my opinion, it's either left or right. You may not agree with that. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. You don't have to agree with me on anything. You can disagree with everything I just got done saying. But guess what? That doesn't make you or me any less of a person. And if you adopt that thinking into your life, you'll find out that life becomes so much simpler and so much more abundant. Stop worrying about what the other person's doing. Mind yours. If you think that someone is not living right, the best way to convince them is for you to live what you feel is right. And if they like the way that you're living, guess what? They're going to come to you and they're going to ask for some of that. But don't force that shit on nobody. I don't care how good it is. If a motherfucker don't want to, or if a motherfucker's not receptive to what you're trying to sell them, you're going to push them farther and farther away and create more and more resistance and resentment. That's the facts. You know how they say, like, if you love something, sometimes you got to let it go? Because if it was meant to be, it's going to come back. You got to do that with life and everything we do in life. Just live your life. Be the example that you want to see. Live the example. All right, that's my daily commentary. I just wanted to hit TikTok one time because I hadn't been on here for a while. I'm at 785 followers. I'm trying to hit 1,000. Help me out, y'all. Pass this feed around. Tell your friends. If you haven't follow me now or sometime today, there or hereafter. Help me hit that 1,000 mark. You know what I mean? Won't cost you a dime either. I'm not selling shit. I'm just talking shit. All right? I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This has been the Ken Jackson Experience Daily Commentary. Yo, until next time, peace and love. I'm out.